Okay, guys, welcome to another Monday night Grubcast. I'm running just a little bit behind and got a couple things here going on, so just bear with me just for a second. And see if a couple people get on here. Okay, let's go ahead and start with the sponsors tonight. Uh, I'd like to uh, talk about the sponsors: Fish Sticks Rods, Hook and Donkeys, Sanborn Builders, Ace Hardware, Hobbs Roofing, Pizza Stop, Southern Ohio Sanitation, and William and Son Construction. Guys, if you see any of them or anything, thank them for helping me out to be able to get this show going and do this and be mainly to be on the water. That's mainly what they help me do is be able to travel and be on the water. And also too, Fisher, get you a jersey or a way bag. You seen my picture this weekend? Her way bag was right there beside me, and they are. I mean, I had that thing loaded with water. Put the strap up on my shoulder and was able to go up, and my fish was good and alive and stuff at the weigh in, and they're just they're not they're I've had a lot of way bags, and I have to say these are probably the best made ones that I've seen yet. You can actually go over to High River Outdoors too. They've got a High River Outdoor way bag that is from Fisher. So go to High River Outdoors and grab you a way bag over there that come from Fisher. So, okay, going to talk about the rod real quick, a Fish Sticks rod. And guys, this is actually the rod that I used this weekend in the tournament Sunday. Uh, it is the can't see the CMB 873 7.2 medium heavy fast, and this rod is really good for uh, fishing a Cinco or whatever. And it's mainly what I use this rod for is a Cinco. So uh, also tonight's trivia question is going to be real interesting. It'll be quick. Somebody will answer it real quick, I'm sure. Uh, we're going to be giving away the real deal. I think that's the collar he calls this. It's the Little Ned. The Little Ned. These are real good on the High River. It's just for you guys. It's going to be down to regional in a couple weeks. Uh, real good on the river. So, and that's Hook and Donkeys. Okay. Before we get started, let's just do this right now. Uh, I've been saying it for a while, so here it is. The crankbait. Whoever text me, not on here, text me a receipt, a picture of Pizza Stop's receipt wins this crankbait. So the first person that sends me a picture of the receipt wins the crankbait. You got to text it to me. I got my phone sitting here right beside me. So the first one, but it has to be a picture of Pizza Stop's receipt, a receipt from Pizza Stop. You win the crankbait. Okay. We'll sit here and wait and see. I'm not going to wait very long. I'm going to go ahead and get started on everything else. But I got a few people that's joined on here just in the last minute or two. Whoever's got a picture of the Lucky's receipt, not Lucky's, Pizza Stop. I do that every time. Pizza Stop. I don't even eat at Lucky's besides our club meeting. I go to Pizza Stop. They have a great chef salad. But whoever has a picture of Pizza Stop and sends it to me in a text wins this crankbait. Hey, Charlie. Hey, Howard. Harold. Boys, I'm messed all up tonight. I'll get straightened out here. I'm running behind. When I get running behind, I get flustered. But okay. Well, ain't nobody sent me a text yet, so I'll wait and see here. We'll go ahead and start with tournaments. Monday night, last call at Lake Snowden last week. First place went to Wesley Sanders and Kason Bargainer. They had 6-4-4, and Big Bass was 3-7-4. Rusty said he sent it at 8:08. Let me look here, Rusty. Yeah, I got it, Rusty. Rusty Kaiser wins the crankbait. He went there the other day to Snowden and went to Pizza Stop and got him something just so he could win the crankbait. He told me he was going to. So it actually has been there a couple weeks. And so, Rusty, you win the crankbait. I'll bring it to work. I'm sure I'll see you there. Second place at Lake Snowden, last call last Monday night, went to Donnie and Dylan Phillips by no surprise with 5.82. Third place went to Jerry Moeller with 5.20. So Tuesday night at Burr Oak. Now I'm going to get George. It's hard to read. His handwriting is about like mine. It's hard to read. First place went to Mike B for 6-11, and he also had Big Bass for 4-1-4. Second place went to Kearns and Love with 5.40. And third place went to John and Gary with 2.51. Wednesday night, I wasn't there. I was down at the regional meeting, so I wasn't able to get the Wednesday night at Lake Snowden. If somebody knows what took place out there, if they'd send me a comment on here or something. I tried to get a hold of Gary Barnhouse to get the information, but he's probably, I know what he's doing. He's fishing. They are at Fox Lake tonight. Not very good service out there for last call. Sunday at Vito Lake. This tournament right here really, really surprises me, guys. I've only fished Vito once or twice, and these weights is really impressive for Vito. So Sunday at Vito for last call Bassmasters. Hey Carol. First place went to Chase and Colton with 11.81. That's a sack of fish for Vito. Second place went to Phil and I believe that's Chelsea with 6.38. And third place went to Wesley and Wesley Sanders, and having trouble pronouncing his name. Carson. Wesley and Carson got third with 5.49. And Big Bass for the tournament was Sean and Matt 6 with 4.30. So they had a pretty good tournament down there at Vito. I do believe they are at Wolf Run on the 2nd of June, which I won't be able to be there because that's our regional on the High River. Our bass club had a tournament Sunday on the High River, and let me get to that so I get the right people in line. Okay, Sunday we was stop number 5 at the High River, Belpre. First place went to me, Tony Grubbs, with 8.26, and I had Big Bass of the tournament with 366. Hey Travis, I figured you'd be on the water. Second place went to Bo Nishamore with 5.53. Third place went to Gary Barnhouse with 5.20. And fourth place went to Charlie Newsling with 5.97. So I had a pretty good tournament down on the river. I think, if I'm not mistaken, all 4 of them guys there, the top 4 had the limit. I think Dad, there was, I think, a couple limits. Let me look here real quick. See, there was 1, 2. Well, I guess I was wrong. There's only 2 limits. Me and Gary Barnhouse. Charlie had 4, and Bo had 3. The Bo had 3 good fish pull off second. But it was a good tournament. I hope our regional turns out to be like that, because 90% of the, probably 95% of the guys caught fish, weighed fish in. So that was good. I went down a little secret on Saturday. I went to the BFL at Tanner's Creek, and Tanner's Creek done it to me again. I drawed a really, really nice co-angler. We went out, and I thought I had something going on right off the bat, because I had one roll out of a treetop on a spinnerbait. I missed it, and I thought it was going to end up being at least a tournament I could at least catch a keeper. But unfortunately, I wasn't able to get a keeper, so that put me back into points starting right off. But we go to Mosquito in 2 weeks, so hopefully I'll be up there the week before fishing the run and gun. So hopefully I can get something going to get my points back at Mosquito. But the bad part is I wasn't thinking, evidently, because I got my head into just listen to other people, and actually wasn't listening. I asked a guy that lived down there for a little bit of tips, and he gave me it, and I went with it, which he was right. I mean, the fish was eating it. I couldn't get them hooked. But I think if I'd have went with the bait I had on Sunday, I think I could at least caught a keeper. I'm pretty sure I could have caught a keeper. I want to say a big congratulations to Shane Weeda. He won the BFL down there. Andy Jeffers got 23rd in the boater side. Rusty Kaiser got 37th in the boater side. JJ Jeffers got 5th in the co-angler side. Dylan Phillips was 27th, 28th, and Donnie was 26th in the co-angler side. Matt Fisher, he had a fish. He weighed a fish in, him and Connor both, but I can't remember exactly what places they was in. But they did weigh fish in, so they got up in the points. Anytime you ever weigh a fish in, and Connor got 60th, Matt said, and he was 47th. Okay, Matt, appreciate that. And John Daniels, I think he blanked. Scott Kearns got 20th, or not Scott Kearns, Scott Cremains. Scott Cremains got 20th. So, a lot of guys from up here at home went down and represented. I went down and donated, but it's all right. We'll figure it out, and uh, it'll all work out. I'll get the points rolling here before it's over with. Uh, Seems like there's something. Oh, guys, don't forget June 2nd is our regional, and we will uh, be taking off at 6:30. So I'll be there to start checking people in at 5. So get there. The ramps, it's not the worst, but we got a few a few boaters by themselves, so we're going to have to pick some guys. I'll get some guys to help them get put in and stuff, and because it's hard to especially there, that ramp's a long ways away from the parking lot, and it's hard to get your boat in and then tie it up at the river and all that. So I'm going to ask a few co-anglers to help the single boats out and help them get in the water and stuff. So, but I'll do that at the tournament that morning. This weekend, Memorial Day weekend, Les Dock Campground. We're putting on that tournament down there. Right now, I haven't got an update in the last day or two, but Travis sent me one. Well, let me go to Misty. This has been a while yet. I think we're at 21 boats. Travis, you're on here. How many boats do we actually have signed up right now? My list has 19, but I know we got more than that. He said they'd find out. He's asking Misty. I tell you what, guys, anybody that's fishing this tournament down there Saturday, make sure that you give Misty a tap on the back, because she has really, 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 really helped out with this. Well, she's pretty much done it. Ain't no helping out to it. Uh, we're going to blast off this Saturday at 6:30, and then what we'll do is we're going to put in at the boat ramp at Syracuse, and then we'll run down to the Les Dock campground and launch from down at the campground, which I'll tell all you guys at in the morning of the tournament. And then at 2:00 is check in, and you'll drop your chip off at the Les Dock campground, and then you'll come on up and load your boats on the trailer, and then we'll trailer down to the campground, and we'll do the weigh in at the campground. Travis says he thinks 20, so we still have a few spots open, guys. If you want to get into the tournament Saturday, it's $50 a boat, and the Let's Dock campground, he puts in $1,000 on top of that. And we do the weigh in over at his campground. All the campers come down and they hang out and watch the weigh in. And if there's anybody that's around here and stuff that just wants to come down and watch a weigh in at the campground, come down at Let's Dock campground around 1:30, quarter to 2, and we'll be there probably 2:15, and be setting up the weigh in and watching the weigh in. So it'll be a fun time. We always have a good time down there at this tournament. Me and Josh Guthrie, we won it last year. The year before that, also, yeah, Travis just said this too. They're going to have a kids. If you got a kid and stuff, you want to come down. They have a kids fishing tournament at the pond at the campground. Uh, if you go to Les Docks Campground on Facebook, you can see all the information stuff. I can probably pull it up here real quick. I seen it just the other day. Matt, there is no info to send on it. If you want in it, you just bring me or Misty $50 and we sign you up. Let me look, see if I can find. Yeah, there's not really much info to give out. It's just you show up and or you pay your $50 before you come down and you get in and you fish. I mean, there's no rule. I mean, we run the regular rules of fishing tournaments, and you can lock as far as you want to go. I mean, we don't keep you in that pool. It's at Syracuse, uh, uh, so you can go anywhere you want, and as long as you're back by 2 o'clock. Okay, here's the information on the kids tournament at Les Docks Campground. It says first annual Les Docks Campground Kids Pond Tournament. Kids of all ages are asked to register at 8:45 a.m. at the old TP dock beside the fishing pond. Chip draw, start time 9 a.m. End time's 11. Prizes awarded for the most fish and the biggest fish. Kid games will begin at noon at the TP deck. So yeah, if you got kids, bring them down to Les Docks Campground, and at 8:45 and 9 a.m. they'll start getting you ready, and they get to fish for a couple hours there at the pond, and they'll have all kind of prizes and stuff. Yeah, Travis said for those who haven't been there, most of the campers come to watch the weigh in, and they love it. They do. They really they come and hang out, and it's a it's a good time. Uh, so, hey Ron, how you doing? He says it looks like 40% chance of rain. I think we got a couple people who've been asking me about the rain, but it's going to come in later in the week. I don't think it'll affect us, and so it should be we should be fine for us the river and stuff. It's got back in good shape, and uh, the high on Sunday was really nice, and the backwaters cleaned up throughout the day. They dropped it, but here you go, guys. Hats off to Misty and Mom for putting on the kids' games. Also, hot dogs and water for fishermen and women. Oh, okay. So we're gonna have hot dogs. Cool. Uh, so yeah, it. Looking forward to this Saturday, this tournament, and yeah, Ron, we had a good tournament at the river Saturday, Sunday. It was a real good tournament. We missed you. We want to see you get fishing some of our tournaments too. I know you're busy with Haining fishing some tournaments, but I'd like to get you in so you can at least come to Lake Erie in the fall with us. Uh, Trying to think, we got a kids. We're having a kids tournament, which I'm. It's July 14th at Lake Snowden, but that's too far out. I'll start announcing that later on. Uh, Seems like there was another thing that somebody wanted me to mention tonight. Let me see. Oh, I know what it was. June 30th, the TBF, Ohio Bass Federation, and the TBF, June 30th, we're going to have a last chance qualifying regional tournament at Mosquito Lake. The forms will be on the website here before long, but it'll be June 30th at Mosquito Lake, and it's the last chance. If anybody that's fished a regional that doesn't catch a fish and don't get qualified, you can sign up at this tournament and go to Mosquito and try to catch a fish to get qualified on into the championship. So I know all the other regions regions has had their regionals. Last weekend was the last two. I think they had theirs, and ours is 2 weeks. So if something happens and you don't catch a fish at our regional, you can sign up for the June 30th one at Mosquito and get qualified through that tournament to go on to the state championship. So I'll announce that a few times throughout the next couple weeks, and get you qualified and stuff. And uh, so, okay, we're at 27 minutes. This is going to be interesting. It's going to be whoever can type the fastest, I'm sure. This is the bait. It's the deal. It's a little Ned bait from Hook and Donkeys. So, you know what? I'm going to change my trivia question in the one I had was going to be way too easy. Let me look at something here real quick. That ain't it. Just bear with me, guys. Yeah, the one I was going to do, it was. I feel it's too easy. So let me look at this, see if I can find this one, and that way you can't Google this one. You'll have to look on a certain site and find it. Maybe. Okay, here it is. And my phone's going dead. Well, shoot. Hold on a second. Go around, my phone will go dead before I get the. Okay, here's the question. Dean Barnhart and Steve Calder, you're not allowed to answer this question. Who was the two young anglers that just won the youth state championship at Allen Creek on May 11th? They won the nationals last year, Who was the two anglers that won the youth championship on Alum Creek May 11th this year? What was their names? And if you have to look it up through the TBF, they won the nationals last year. So and if you want, you can just give me their last names. That's fine. The names of the two youth anglers that won the May 11th championship, state championship on Alum Creek on May 11th this year. I know it's not fair, Dean and Steve, but I may not get nobody to answer. Whether they're all went off site, evidently they either not listen anymore or they went looking because I just dropped a bunch of followers. Carol, we got to have a little fun and make it a little interesting. Yes, Travis, that's right. McGee and Oscar is the name of the guys that won. The two young boys. Uh, they're from down around Marietta. Actually, I do believe if it wasn't this Sunday, next Sunday, they are going to be at Ohio River Outdoors doing a little podcast with Ohio River Outdoors. Yeah, Kyle Travis is on it. Him and Misty, I think one watches and one's on there looking. But these two young men, I was at the weigh-in, and they come in with a sack of fish. They had 13 pounds and something. The three of them was smallmouth. So they, for eighth grade and under, they are some fishermen. So what do you mean, Dean? They were second. They won it. Misty's planting flowers. I don't know what Dean's talking about. They were second. Uh-oh, did I mess? Yep, that is right. They was from Kokosing. The boys that won it was from Perry County. Well, I'm gonna give it to Travis anyhow because I thought that was the right answer. Dean put the boys' names on here that was. I could have swore it was them from by Bellsville. No, you don't get debates, but give me the right names. I want to give the kids the right uh, credit. Of course, these boys they had 9 pound and something. Grayson Goodwin and Colton Baker. That's who won it. My bad. You know what? It's living proof we ain't all perfect, but like I said, I thought it was the right answer, so Travis is going to win the baits because he found the same thing I found. And you know what this shows you is being more prepared. I waited to the last minute to get in to get started on this, but here is the boys that actually won it: Grayson Goodwin and Colton Baker, and they either was at High River Outdoors last weekend or they're going to be there this Sunday. Also, too, I was down there last week, and Doug at the High River Outdoors, they do a meet and eat on Friday nights. So if you're out and about down around the High River Outdoors, stop in, and he has different groups in there, and they have a meet and eat. They have like hot dogs cooked on the grill and stuff like that, and groups talking to you about uh, fishing. So Dean Travis said that you guys could split the worms. I'll just send you both a package. How's that sound? I've got a little bit of stock of these ones. Because Mike listens to this and he's going to be, wait a minute, you're giving my baits away. But these are mine. I've got them stocked up. So I'll send you each a pack. Actually, Travis, I'll give you yours at the tournament this weekend. You ain't allowed to use them though at the tournament. Okay, guys, that was a mess. Sorry about that, but at least Rusty got the crankbait. He was the only one that had sent me a picture. I'm going to do something different next month. Mike had got a hold of me, and he's got something he said that he'd like for us to do to give away that, and so I'll do another one in June. And so, guys, go to the pizza stop and get you something to eat. Just all you gotta do is save the receipt, snap a picture of it, and when I tell you whatever Monday it is to send me a text message, we'll give a prize away for that. So pizza stops it's a real nice thing here in Albany, and so they serve great food. So, but okay, guys, I think I've messed that show up enough. So, also get a hold of Fisher if you can. She's like they're about living on Lake Erie right now. She had pictures posted on Facebook of the big fish she's catching at Lake Erie. She's making me want to load the boat up and leave Saturday after the tournament and go to Lake Erie and fish Sunday and Monday. But I don't think I'm going to do that. I got to be careful. I'm going to be on the road enough coming up here shortly. And this weekend, I was in Cincinnati Friday night and Saturday morning. Left Saturday afternoon, come home, and then was at Belpre on the other side of Ohio, fishing the river. So, and I've got some tournaments coming up that I'm going to be running all the way to Mosquito Lake, and then the next day I'm running to Rocky Fork. So, yesterday the warning light come on the old Tundra to change the oil, so I got to take it and get it changed. So, okay, guys, thanks for getting on here, and had a good turnout tonight, and I'll have more fishing reports next week, and maybe a better trivia question that Carol, you can have your glass of wine and be able to answer it. I might even get something that I'll have to think of that, Carol, but I'll think of something good for you. Okay, guys, thanks for another evening, and I will talk to you next Monday night. See you then. Good luck on the water.